Welcome to the Full Tactical Range by Range Systems. I'm Bodo Bazinski, lead instructor for SEAL Mindset Training, and this is your drill of the week. This week's drill of the week, we're going to cover a skill that's actually really valuable for the citizen defender, the law enforcement officer, the military operator, and even the competitive shooter. Super valuable skill. And that's the idea of modifying your trigger press speed based upon your range of the target and the standard of accuracy that you need to meet. Now, it sounds really straightforward and obvious, but people going under stress tend to do things in a consistent, repetitive fashion. So whatever trigger press or things like that they've gotten used to, that rhythm that they're shooting, that's pretty much what they'll do when they go under stress. Now, what we'd like to be able to do is to modify it based upon my range to the target. What I mean by that is the speed that I can run at a very close target is not the same thing as a target that's far away or a target where I have a very high standard of accuracy to meet. So here's how we set this drill up. We're going to do a setup of 3 targets with 2 different kinds of standards of accuracy. The 2 different kinds of standard of accuracy is center of mass versus center of face. Center of mass, 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper that sets over the middle organs and the spinal column. Center of face is base of the neck to the hairline. So all that stuff in the head and neck area where doing rounds and damage there is going to cause a lot of damage really quickly. With our 3 targets, you'll note that they're at different distances from me. And that's done on purpose. So the first target, target number 1, is the one in the middle, and I'm gonna be ballpark 12 to 15 feet away from that target. And that is sort of the really fuzzy close in edge of whether you're going to a retention position or whether you can make it to full presentation based upon your draw speed and the actions of the threat. In this 12 to 15 feet, at that range, if I produce the firearm, I should be able to put the pedal to the metal all the way to the floor and run my gun as fast as I possibly can. That's because my body position is good. I've gotten a good flash sight picture on the draw or in transition between targets, and I should be able to just full speed, away we go. For me, that's a ballpark between a 1.5 and a 1.8 split time. Now, I know I'm not on the great end of the competitive world. I mean, I'm not Jerry Mitchell or anything like that, but plenty good for defenders. The next target is the one here on the left. That one on the left is ballpark between 20 and 30 feet. And at 20 to 30 feet, I can't keep the same kind of trigger press speeds that I did at target number 1 because it's almost double the distance. That being the case, I have to now modify my trigger press speed to keep my rounds in that 3 to 6 inch circle range. This being the case for me, it's ballpark 0.2 to 0.3 second splits on that target. Then I'm going to come back actually to target number 3 on the far side. Target number 3 is now between 40 and 50 feet away from me. And more than that, target number 3 is going to be utilizing a center of face target, which means the standard of accuracy has increased in difficulty by a factor of 2. And I've more than doubled now the distance between me and that target as I had from the last one. This being the case, I can't do the same speed that I had been doing on my target to the left. I have to slow down a bit further to keep my standard of accuracy where it needs to be. For me, this ends up being between a 0.5 and a 0.75 split. So at each one of these targets, because of the distance and standard of accuracy, my rhythm, my split times will change. Here's how it's going to work for the drill. So we're going to set up in line with target number 1. And when we move between each of these targets, we're going to do it with a line of sight transition. That means the gun, the sights, the slack out the trigger, everything's going to stay as I move from target 1 to target number 2, or from target 2 to 1, or from target 1 to target 3. And what we're going to do is we're going to load magazine, ballpark, I would do magazine of 10 or a magazine of 16, depending upon what your firearm is capable of doing. And what our goal to be able to do is to go through each one of these targets, going from 1 to 2 to 1 to 3 to 1 to 2 to 1 to 3. You start to get how this works. And we're going to put 2 shots on each of them before we move. So draw 2 shots on target 1. Target 2, 2 shots, move back to target 1. That's sort of our hub. 2 shots, move to target 3, 2 shots, back to target 1, 2 shots, target. You start to get the idea. And as we do this, our split times should change between each of it. And if you're just listening to the drill when I do it, it should sound absolutely obvious that there is a difference between the split times at each one of these targets. So let's give it a roll. This is a really valuable drill for defenders, for law enforcement, for military. The reason being is you've only got so many rounds with you when you have to go into the defense of your life or whatever operation that you're doing. And if you're winging rounds at the 45-foot target at the same pace that you're winging rounds at the 10-foot or 15-foot target, you're probably going to be flinging rounds low to place, and in essence, you're wasting ammo. Good covering fire, but we're not necessarily getting rounds on target. We need to make adaptations based upon where our target is to us and conserve that ammunition as we need to. For competitors, this is a super useful drill because number one, every shot counts for your time and for your score. And then number two, if you have a blind course of fire, if the guy going in before you knows how to do some semblance of this, you should have a ballpark idea of what that course looks like before you even walk on the field, because you'll be able to sit there and go, okay, really fast, really fast, really fast, gets 3 close targets, mid-range time, so it's mid-distance. Oh, that was a really long couple of shots. So they're either running or whatever it is. And you should have an idea of what your course looks like just listening to the sound of people running and shooting. It should give you an idea of what that is. Work this drill, develop this skill set, super useful for defenders and everybody else, and we'll see you in the next drill of the week. Like what you saw? Subscribe to my YouTube channel and keep checking out the training blog for more tips and drills. If you'd like a PDF copy of this training drill, go to sealedmindsettraining.com and to the PDF download section. There, type in the promo code
drill number 43.